face in your face.
Hey everybody, okay, so we are down in the woods and we are on this old like logging trail. There we go. Got it. We're on this old logging trail, right? And it's like real close quarters because of all the woods around and everything. And I'm setting up a new spot. And I know it's kind of like really late for this, but you know, got a late start, so. But we put out a bunch of corn chops. We dug out a little section, put out some corn chops, some apple crush attractant like for deer and stuff, and then put ourselves like a little apple crush salt block in the middle. But so here's our spot. Kind of dug a spot out right here in the side of this like mound. See where we got a scrape line coming down through here. I've noticed a bunch of scrapes down through here. A couple spots where it just looked like you could see a ton of deer sign. And then the road continues to go on down through there. Then we have a trail coming down from the top field down through here. And I feel like this is going to be a pretty good spot. Where y'all will probably end up seeing me sit is like kind of tucked away over here. I'm going to probably be sitting like right in that area, kind of, you know? Like right somewhere in here. Because I feel like if I can clear out some of this, then if I sit right here, I'll have me a good shot at any deer, and I'll be able to see them coming down the hill. And I feel like I'll have a pretty good spot, and I'll have a good little line of sight of them coming up through here. So if I clear a lot of this stuff out, maybe next time I come down here I'll bring a hatchet or something, and I'll cut a lot of the small stuff out of my way and make it to where I'll have a good line of sight for anything coming from the access road, and just hope that this will be a good spot to sit. I think this is going to be a good little hunting area, but I guess we'll see when our next hunt comes up. What I used was the corn chops I just bought from an Ace Hardware, 50-pound bag of corn. And then this is probably some of the best stuff we've had in previous seasons. We've always got deer to come in with this, with either the liquid apple crush or the actual powder apple crush. We're always able to get them to come in with it too. But for some reason, we've not been seeing too much this year, you know, really on cameras and stuff, but I'm hoping that that's going to change. I actually set up a camera this year, or am going to set up, and I'll show it to you in a second. Alright, so our camera is this one right here. It's nothing fancy, honestly. Was kind of looking for one of the cheaper cameras, because working on a budget. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put it though, because I want to be able to see the direction the deer are coming from. And I'm thinking, because I'm wanting it to be able to see up through there, but I'm also wanting it to see up through our little trail that's coming down from here. So what I'm thinking is maybe setting it on this tree right here, facing right there, so then I'll be able to see anything coming up through there. I guess comment below if you think I should put it somewhere else, but for now that's where I'm going to put it. So let's go ahead and rig it up. Alright, so we set up the other spot. It's down in the woods, and I needed to get out of there because it was getting pretty late, and I figured deer were probably going to be coming down through that trail checking checking it out and all that good stuff, because it looked like a pretty heavily traveled trail, not to mention all the buck scrapes we saw and all that good stuff. So I'm up here and I'm setting up the second spot. Sorry, I heard something. Anyways, I figured this spot would probably be more like rifle season, because it's in a pretty open field. We'll have more range of view. And I set out some corn, you know, the same corn from back there, corn chops, and then poured some of the apple crush liquid and just dug a little hole right here and poured the main bit of corn right there in the middle, and then just spread it out around and kind of just drizzled that stuff and then poured the main of it in the middle. I think it's gonna work pretty good, and I guess we'll see when it comes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna bow hunt here all that much, but I do know I'm gonna be definitely bow hunting down there as soon as I get a chance to start. And I figure I'm thinking about wrapping up some, I'm not sure if I'm gonna put out a blind or if I'm gonna just wrap some of that camo cloth around, you know. But I figure I'll be setting like right in the edge right here, maybe between those two trees, but out a little bit. So I figured if we use a blind, it'll probably be this right here, you know, this area. But if I use that wrap stuff, I'll probably wrap it around this section of the trees and everything. So then I'll have me a good view, because like from right here, you can clearly see, I mean, you can't clearly see because there's that little pine, but right there where our stuff is, and then we got a pretty good range of view. We can see up the hill, back in those pines and everything. See pretty much all the field except for where that tree covers. And then if we have it out here, you know, we can see all down in there. So I figured this will be a pretty good spot for rifle, but I guess we'll see. So I'm gonna head back to the house and stay tuned for the next video where we check the cameras. I am going to have to buy, I didn't think of this, but since I did 2 spots, I didn't think there was going to be a tree out here close enough for a camera, but I ended up finding one. So I'm going to have to buy another camera, SD card, batteries, and all that good stuff, and set it on that tree right there. So can't forget to do that, but I'll see y'all later, and stay tuned for when we check the cameras.